After an action-packed weekend, the $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament has officially been dwindled down to 2 finalists.
The best of the best battled it out, and here's how it all went down.
Skackle with you. We got 32 the best players across.
The buildings of Indianapolis are location tonight, framed against the beautiful nighttime sky. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said, "I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college. Guys, we'll see how this works out in the years to come."
DA, thanks a lot. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. And there's Iguodala. And it's Dragic in at the point guard. And for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the 1 spot.
Well, he fights through some aggressive defense. Iguodala using those broad shoulders and not taking no for an answer.
And that one, good.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Iguodala kicks to Dragic. Trying to get open is Crowder. Outside Dragic. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Here's Sabonis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Hey, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. If you thought he could be a franchise caliber player, we might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
Now here's Dragic. 8 points his last outing. Butler against Warren. Butler passes to Iguodala. 6 to shoot. Over Oladipo. The rebound by Turner. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25-14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Iguodala. Outside Dragic from the arc. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
The Heat have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Dragic the pass to Butler. Puts it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and a big throwdown.
Sabonis kicks to Warren. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's stolen by Adebayo. Outside Butler. To the middle. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Over Oladipo. Kept alive. Iguodala. Good work defensively by Turner. And it's Sabonis with the ball for Indiana. trailing by 2. Iguodala outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Iguodala's got 5 now.
Well, Iguodala's setting up, getting that good, strong base. He becomes a much better shooter when he does that. You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Dragic.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And here's Warren for 3. Drops in the tray.
Well, just working on extending that range. T.J. Warren in the offseason wanting to be a better three-point shooter. Nice to see him knock one down.
Now here's Butler. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Sabonis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Miami has possession. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Dragic, the pass to Butler. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That is a tough 2 right there for Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Now here's Oladipo. He had 10 points in the win against the Hornets.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Now, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
The Heat have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Nuggets looking it over. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start. Indiana trailing here. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Sabonis. Oladipo for 3. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Hornets in Charlotte. Now here's Dragic. Tight defense on him. Yep, that one goes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The shot's good for Mr. Clutch.
That is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Iguodala with it. He has 5. Top of the key, Butler. The Pacers pull it in. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. He feeds it to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Offensive rebound. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
7-footer. Sabonis can get in there and cause some problems crashing the glass.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Some changes for Indiana. Powell, he's checked in for Turner. Doug McDermott comes in for Warren. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Oladipo. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now, here's Olynyk. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's McDermott. It's a 3-point game. The pass to Sabonis. inside. Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Love the floor awareness from Sabonis. Capable of finding his guys when they are wide open.
Here's Hero. He's guarded by Brogdon. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Mr. for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Powell. T.J. Warren comes in for McDermott. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Aaron Holiday. Now, here's Oladipo. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
On the floor for Miami, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Olynyk, then there's Iguodala, and it's Dragic in at the one. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Hornets was outstanding. He had 42 points, and he did what he does best. He shared the ball and looked to get his guys going throughout the game. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
A big like Turner just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. For Miami, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Adebayo is checked in for Olynyk.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Outside Turner. Poked away. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Turner. Here's Warren. Lays it up and banks it in. Warren's got 5.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside Butler. Iguodala against Oladipo. It's Crowder on the wing. From the corner. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. He has 5.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And high quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
And Sabonis drops them both.
Now, Sabonis has a tremendous skill set for a 7-footer. You remember his dad, Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, very creative in his own right.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points in the game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And stolen by Butler. Oh, and here comes Dragic all alone. He gets that one. Dragic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Such a dogged defender as Butler's instincts right there get him the steal.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
To the paint. The kick out to Warren. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Warren's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers. Dragic. Not a lot of room. Pass to Butler. Back to Dragic. Pocket 6. To the inside. Crowder. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Crowder's got 7 points.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Iguodala against Oladipo. Good.
Shot selection paying off there. Patience by Oladipo, and then knocks it down.
Pass to Adebayo. Dragic with a wide open look. And the Heat, another three.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Mr. Clutch the pass to Turner. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Iguodala outside. Down low. Here's Adebayo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there, going right through the contact.
White is checked in for the Pacers. The Heat have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to catch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
This one for 3. Offensive rebound, Heat. Back to Dragic. Another shot. That one doesn't go.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Sabonis.
Sabonis, such a fantastic prospect. A guy you think is going to play 10 or 12 years in this league, and a good job there getting contact and getting to the line.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. First free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Robinson's checked in for Miami. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
Trying to get open is Crowder. They grab their own miss. Pacers leading by 8. To the middle, and a fast break now for the Pacers.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test guarding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
Powell, he's checked in for the Pacers. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
And Indiana making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. Robinson against Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. They get the rebound. Adebayo.
Yeah, those possessions like zombies staying alive out there, courtesy of Bam Adebayo.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off. Had a clear advantage.
finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Indiana leading by 15. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front as Mr. Clutch in at the point guard position. So he gets them both. And here's Dragic to the paint. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
The Heat trail by 17. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. If you ask Miami coach Eric Spoelstra, there's been a long lineage of undrafted players who've made an impact with the Heat. Going back, think about big guys like Udonis Haslem, Joel Anthony, and Hassan Whiteside. Now you have youngsters like Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Derrick Jones Jr., and Chris Silva. Miami continues to find diamonds in the rough year after year. Guys,
they usually do. That's a very creative organization. Thanks, D.A. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant, Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree. Sabonis, the pass to Mr. Clutch. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. The Heat trail by 18. Outside, Dragic. On the wing, it's Iguodala. He has 5. Kicks it to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Puts one up from 19. That one off the back iron and out. Indiana leading by 18. Here's Mr. Clutch. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Miami with the foul. He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. The first one falls. Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
The Heat have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And that one falls for Dragic. Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Mr. Clutch and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
For Miami, they have They've scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And the first one at the line is good.
Now, Jimmy's an interesting personality on a team. So between what the staff demands of him and what he demands of the teammates, that can be a delicate balance.
The feed to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Passes it to Sabonis. And Butler sends it back.
Great defense from Jimmy Butler, judging when that shot was going up and getting rejection.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Warren against Butler. And another shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Oh, yeah, and if you didn't think Oladipo could fill the lane in transition, he answered your questions there.
Butler finds Dragic. Back to Butler from downtown, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Back to Dragic. Iguodala outside. 6 on the shot clock for the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Sometimes you got to exercise patience in the pick and roll, and that time Iguodala did exactly that, slicing the defense up.
The Heat trail by 18. Loads it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
And a wide open look for Iguodala. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Turner. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Turner's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Flushes it down to finish the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Here's Butler trying to get open. It's Crowder. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Iguodala. Butler's got 11.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because he seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
And they pick up 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. Inside, Butler. For the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
This is feeling a little bit too easy right now for Jimmy Butler out there.
The kick out to Warren. Oladipo for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists tonight. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. Timeout called the Heat. Greg, you look at the career of Victor Oladipo, drafted second overall out of Indiana, but didn't break out in his NBA career until coming to the Pacers. A bit of a late bloomer.
And Kevin, Oladipo's a prime example of some players just needing time. It also shows you how
Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Holiday against Butler. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Mr. Clutch. And no good that time. The Heat go the other way with it. And here they come. On the court for the Heat, we've got Jay Crowder. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. Hero out there with Olynyk. And it's Dragic in at the point. The kick out to right. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. No good from Mr. Clutch. He'd have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. And it's denied. Here's Mr. Clutch to the paint. Warren the pass to Bitadze. Down low. No good from Mr. Clutch.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jimmy Butler just too athletic on that play. Look at the height.
The pass to right. To the middle. Bitadze with the bucket.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Pass to Hero. From deep. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
To the wing on the left. Outside Holiday. To the inside. Here's Warren. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Really can score the basketball. It's impressive how he hunts out these kind of shots and starts to score even under pressure.
Here's Hero. Guarded by Wright. Butler feeling out of it. Pass to Dragic. It's blocked. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. Here's Bitadze to the middle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Stolen by Warren. And now Warren running the floor all by himself. Count that one. Warren's got 4 this quarter.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Down low. And it's Warren with the jam.
The natural born scorer, T.J. Warren, is consistent at attacking the defense in all kinds of ways.
Now Dragic. On the pass to Hero. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 6th assist on the night. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Crowder dishes to Dragic. Pass to Hero. To the paint. Here's Butler. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The wide open look here for Holiday. But they recover it. Warren. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Outside Dragic. There's the 3. A rebound by Bitadze.
Yeah, he was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
The kick out to right. Inside. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Wright. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Dragic. Here's Indiana now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good on that one.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he owns it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And a long windup, strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agree?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Vitadze with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Dragic. He's tightly guarded. Outside Butler. Pacers with the rebound. Vitadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And here we go with Chandler running it up the court. It's deflected. Right against Leonard. Right, the pass to Warren. Basket counts. Warren's got 22.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Dragic from outside, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Vitadze's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Holiday, and Butler sends it back. Down low. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 8th assist in the game. Here's Indiana. They're on an 18-7 run. Outside Holiday. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And Chandler throws it down.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Holiday gets the bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Warren, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Wright. Miami's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. And Miami shooting 43% for the game. Nunn looking around. The shot misses. And Indiana will come the other way. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
The dish to Leonard. Heat moving the ball around. None. That's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebound by the Heat. And it's the Heat on the break. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Chandler's got 5 points now in the quarter. And the Pacers call time here. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Nunn passes to Leonard. He kicks to Chandler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Free throw, Chandler. Chandler hits them both. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Good on the bucket. 31 points for Mr. Clutch.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep beating him.
Nunn with it. Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. The rebound by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th rebound in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce target score, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at, and maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience has made all the more better.
Good point.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pacers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that we'll soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so looking at the number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stat, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Clutch.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts. Jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Outside Robinson. Here's Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And so here is Indiana. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Chandler leading the charge.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
McConnell passes to Mr. Clutch. Here's Vitadze, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel
the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Count it, and the foul. Robinson. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Free throw off for Mr. Clutch. And here's none. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony.